Alright, let's do this. Yo, what's up? My name's Austin Brooks. I'm a filmmaker and photographer in New York City, and today I'm going to show you the new Amaran 100D from Aputure. Alright, so first things first, we're going to get things squared away by throwing up a little table of contents on the screen for you guys. If there's something that I don't like about YouTube, it's when YouTubers waste my time or when they just provide commentary that's already been given by a bunch of other YouTubers already. This video is being made from the perspective of someone who's had the Godox SL60. This isn't going to be the most technical video, and actually this is my first video that I've done like this, but if you're interested in knowing anything about the 100D that I've listed here, feel free to sit back, go grab yourself a healthy snack, and let's get started. Alright, so already just the unboxing experience is way better than what I got with the Godox. You get stickers, got a bunch of Aputure stickers, product manual, got a little spotlight attachment. What's this? Power cable with this metal cord here, probably for just holding it on a C-stand. I am so excited. Alright, another part of the power cable. You got the adapter that goes into the wall, and then you got the power brick separately, so you got to plug these together. I'm already smiling because, oh mama. Alright. Ooh baby. Just funny story. I got the SL60. I ordered it online a day before I started seeing videos on YouTube uploaded about this. Yeah, I'm excited. So it's supposed to be more powerful than the SL60. So we're gonna see about that. So you can see on the back, you got your LCD. This is completely smooth and stepless, and it's also a button. So we're gonna see what kind of functions that has. But yeah, this thing feels sturdy. It is plastic, I believe. Take this out. There's the LED plate right here. Nice Bowens mount. Course. Got the power right here where we're going to plug this in. So the thing I was concerned about with the SL60 that really just seemed to stand out to me was that the clamp on the SL60 was really weak, and I've heard a lot of people complain about that, and I can verify that that is true. Yeah, this feels a lot stronger. So we're going to test this out. I'm currently on the SL60 with the 60-inch newer softbox. So currently I got the SL60 at 100% brightness. We're gonna see how this boy measures up. We're gonna see how much brighter it can get, because I have heard that it is brighter. So we're gonna check that out right now. Stay hydrated. Alright, so we got the SL60 taken down, and now we got the Aputure 100D at 100%, and I can already tell it's significantly brighter than the SL60. So I haven't changed any of the settings in camera yet. Nothing. I've changed nothing so far. Alright, so at this part of the video, I'm going to be going over the differences in light output between these two lights, and also the difference in color cast, because there is some difference in the color that you're going to get out of these two. I actually had to record this segment 2 times because the first time I did all my tests without a white balance card. And when I did that test, the 100D's light was just really green looking and it looked really bad. I had to color correct it, and I was actually going to have a segment on how to do that, how to color correct it for your camera. And I can still make a video on that in case you mess up your skin tones and you want to know how to fix them. But for the sake of the video, I went and I got a white balance card so that I can get a more accurate result for you guys. When I made this test, I went and I exposed for the 100D, and as you can see here, when I switch over to the Godox, it's darker. Both of them were at 100% power, and as you can see, the 100D was illuminating the wall too, not just me. In this example, I actually had to turn up the ISO on my camera so that we could get an equal exposure for the Godox and the 100D. This is going to bring a little bit more noise into the image, but it shouldn't be too bad, and we should be able to see what it looks like. Just by looking at it, the Aputure 100D looks more accurate and true to life to the way that my skin looks. The Godox has a little bit too much magenta tones. It's really not that far off, but it is a little bit of a difference. So a little tip, don't just set your camera's white balance to daylight when you're shooting with these. Actually get a white balance card and make a custom white balance. And don't go around the house trying to find some random white object like a white piece of paper or your white trash can or something like that, like I used to do. Actually go and get a white balance kit so you know you get your skin tones right. This one here was really cheap. I'll include it in the description below. So to sum it all up, when I used the same exact white balance, I got different colors out of both of these lights, but it really doesn't matter that much if you're using a white balance card. But I do gotta say that I still like the color out of the Aputure a little bit more. I just thought that it looked more true to life after doing white balance. Yes, I know that I had to turn up the ISO, which probably brought in a little bit more magenta noise that the A7 III is known for, but in my experience between the two, I do feel like the Godox has a little bit of a magenta cast to it. This is a really common issue with a lot of LED lights. And although I do like the more moody, background separated look that I got out of the Godox, I can just turn down the light on the Aputure if I really want to, or I can move farther away from the wall if I want to get that background separation. It's still nicer to have that option to turn up the light output. And with that said, let's move on to the next test. In this segment, we're going to be comparing the fan noise between the two lights. For this test, I rigged up my Rode VideoMic NTG up onto my light stand at the same distance away from each light. I had it hooked into my A7 III with its preamps turned all the way down to avoid electronic noise. And I had the Rode VideoMic NTG set to a gain of 13. I set both the lights to 100% power and I left the room for each test. Might not be the most technical test in the world since it's just being done on a shotgun mic, but let's go take a listen. The test results are really similar to what I can hear with my ears. The Aputure was a bit quieter, and it was a really different pitch from the Godox. It was a lot higher pitched. Both of these lights aren't actually that loud and are easily removable in post. But from what I can hear during my tests, and from what I'm reading on my audio meters in post, the 100D still wins in this area. So now we're going to move on to the next section, controlling the 100D with the Sidus Link app and using special effects. Alright, so I think I got this figured out with the Sidus app. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna go into where it says scenes. You can go into there. It'll say new fixtures and that's where you can connect your 100D. All right, cool. You can see from here, I can control the brightness right from the app, completely stepless. And you can just move up real smooth. Oh, you can change the dimming curve. So if you want to have it go up faster towards the end or slower. And then we get quick amounts. So quarter, half, full. And then up in this corner, you'll see you got effects. All right, we got strobe. Got explosion. Boom. Paparazzi. And you can actually customize these effects to be a little bit different, so I can have the paparazzi be faster. Yeah, no, this is just giving me a headache. All right, faulty bulb. That's TV. Got lightning. All right, we got it at full power. And believe it or not, the app has actually been a better experience than the physical remote that comes with the Godox. And pretty much everyone who I've seen have this light has had the same problem that they've had with the Godox light, is that the remote, the intensity that it'll display on the back will not be the same as what's on the remote, and I had that same issue. I know that they fixed that on their newer lights, but if you were thinking about investing in this one, you know, it's an older model, it does cost the least out of all the options out there pretty much, and if you really can't get anything else, it was fine for me. But I do appreciate the extra brightness on the Aputure, the experience with the Sidus Link app, the extra effects, and the fan noise is a lot better. It's really quiet. You can still hear it, but it's really quiet and it's at a higher pitch, so it's probably easier to remove that in post than the lower pitch and louder noise that comes from the Godox. I really think that the clamp is my favorite part because it felt a lot more sturdy. It felt like it wasn't going anywhere. It didn't feel like it was probably as strong as the lights that cost $700 like the 120D. It is all made of plastic, but it feels like a good plastic and it still feels like quality. It's smaller. I like the way the design looks and feels. I know that they made huge improvements with the new models, but those ones were out of my price range right now, like starting at $400. So far, it's just been a much easier experience. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this video. I know that this isn't gonna be good. I know it's not gonna be great because this is my first time doing this and I'm doing this all off the top. I'm not writing anything down right now, but this time around, just gonna wing it. And I'm gonna try to post more videos on here talking about different experiences that I've had with filmmaking. I'm gonna post my projects, and I'm also gonna be posting videos about the different gear that I use. I really try not to put a focus on gear because honestly, if you have just an iPhone, you can do fine. You can do great things with just an iPhone. You don't need anything else. But there are very specific uses for different tools, and you're going to get different results out of having the right tools. And that's when gear does matter. I wouldn't say that it matters, but at the same time, it does. It does if you're trying to get a specific look. But yeah, that's going to be it. That's going to be it for my unboxing and overview of the new Amaran 100D from Aputure, and I hope you guys liked my first video. I got a couple new videos coming out really soon. I'm not gonna try to be that guy who just tells you to subscribe or like the video or whatever, but yeah, anyway, thanks for watching. I hope I helped you make a good decision between which of these two lights is for you. See ya.